Hey guys, North Star Knife Review. Out here by Minnehaha Creek in South Minneapolis. If for those of you who've been here before, you already know. If this is your first time at the channel, I live in a metro area of 3 million people, and I'm kind of on the flight path right here at Minnehaha Creek. So chances are pretty good we're going to get a plane going overhead, maybe more than one. But I had the afternoon off and decided to take a bike ride, bring along this knife that I got in the mail yesterday, and take a look at it. This is the Cold Steel GI Tanto. Now I know this has been out, for a decade or more, but it's new in my hands. So here are the details for you. Okay, 1055 carbon, lower end of the carbon steel family, but still fine. You're not going to hold an edge as long as, say, 1095 or 1084 or something. Yeah, there's a plane in the background. But you will hear. Where is he? There he is. All right, this is the rest of the park here. Anyhow, 1055 is not going to hold an edge as long, but it's going to be really, really easy to sharpen, easy to strap up, and so it's not going to be bad at all for outdoor use. So let's take a look at this. All right, we've got this Secure X sheath, and I've never had a problem with any of the Cold Steel sheaths. They're not fancy, but they work. All right, here's on the back, it is Velcro with a snap, so pretty good closure. If you got a really wide belt, this might not fit, but for most of you it should be fine. Got the snap closure here, and I've already got it open since I'm doing this with one hand. Retention, so that isn't it rattling, that's the thing banging it. Retention is fine, but it still pops out easy with that thumb ramp. And here is the knife itself. Okay. See, Cold Steel, made in China, GI Tanto, 1055 carbon steel, Tanto blade. Pretty good. I've got large hands, and even if I had extra large, I'd be able to get them on here. You can also, it's not the most comfortable in the world, but you can also choke up if you have to do some detail work. Otherwise, you've got this really aggressive Tanto blade. Now, this is a hollow saber grind, and I kind of wish it was a flat grind. I just, hollow grinds aren't quite as tough, and they aren't quite as good for wood, okay? Not as a flat grind, or especially not as a Scandi grind. But, probably not the end of the world. You've got this swedge up here. It's not sharpened, but it's so close that you could certainly sharpen this up without too much problem if you wanted to have an edge up here as well. And I'm sure that is sort of what they maybe intended for people to do. The only thing I do have a little concern about is the tip. Now, it may not be a problem, but that is a pretty fine tip this comes to, especially with the swedging. This very point might have an issue. I don't know. I haven't really used it much yet for that. So, and I don't tend to try to break my knives. Have been playing with it just a little bit out here before I turned the camera on. And I think this is going to be a fun one to have. This thing only ran $26 and some cents. Now the handle is just plastic, not pinned on, screwed on. The Torque screws. Got a plane going over. Not overly thick, but decently so. At the price, you're getting a lot of knife for 26 bucks. And when you're figuring the sheath and everything, that's a pretty good deal. So I'm looking forward to using this. I think it's going to be fun. Hope you guys like taking a look at it. Y'all have a great day, and I will catch you next time.